All right. Thanks for coming tonight. I'd like to call tonight's board meeting in order. Please join me for opening exercise. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Stacy, would you call roll, please?
Sure. John Cassiano. Willard Delaker. Joseph Fatzinger.
Present.
Todd Hernandez.
Here.
Becky Height.
Here.
Lauren Hunsaker. Todd Leiser. Rachel Scheffler.
Here.
Jennifer Cenovitis.
Here.
Thank you. Okay, I do see some guests tonight, so welcome. Thanks for coming and joining us tonight for tonight's meeting. At this opportunity, at this moment, we offer courtesy of the floor so that you have an opportunity to address the board. Sorry, I jumped over approval of the agenda. So excited.
Second.
All right, we do have a motion to second. Any comments or questions, changes? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, no? All right. Welcome. Thank you again for coming. And as I mentioned just a minute ago, this is courtesy of the floor, so we extend opportunity to our guests to address the board. If you wish, we just ask that you rise, state your name, the township you live in for the record. And if you choose to not speak at this moment, we'll have another opportunity at the end of the meeting. We can address the board as well.
Go use the mic.
You can.
Yeah,
You want to use it? Just watch the cord here.
My name is Sterling Ritter. I am a past graduate of Northwestern. I am also a former school board member. Back in the 80s, the school board I was on approved and built the middle school.
Leo's working hard, bro.
What's that? I'm not sure that's anything to be too proud of with all the problems that have been with it. But anyway, to make a longer story short, I am a retired German teacher, and I'm now presently full-time pastor at St. Peter's Linville UCC Church. I came here tonight, and I know this is not on the agenda, but I came here tonight because I have some concerns for the charter school Circle of Seasons. And I will say this, I'm not here with a special agenda. I'm just here to let you know that, one, I have had 3 children go through that. Well, one is still presently in 7th grade. The one who has graduated is going on to L-Tri-C, doing exceptionally well. The other one went to Northwestern after 8th grade, had some problems with the students. She did exceptionally well in 9th grade, and then she chose to go to LCTI and go to cyber school. And she's doing exceptionally well there. My 7th grade grandson he is also doing tremendously well down at the school. And what I'm trying to convey to everyone is the school is, in my educator's opinion, doing a tremendous job. Now, I agree with everyone. It is not the traditional classroom. However, I taught with one of the teachers who is presently the German teacher at Northampton in the early years before she left to have her children. And I used some of the Waldorf programs in my own classroom. I was a traditional teacher, and I had wonderful success with them, but it takes a special person to do it. And I'm here tonight because I want to develop a better relationship. I've talked to the principal. In fact, the principal, Joey, and my son-in-law, Dave, was supposed to be here tonight. And I only found out before I left home that they weren't coming. And the principal's going to hear about it because I wanted him here. I have spoken to him on several occasions. I've been in the school, and I've also been to several of their events. And what I would like to see happen is more consistent interaction between the administrations of both Northwestern and Circle of Seasons on a continued steady basis, including visitations. Maybe it's a whole day. And same with the school boards. In fact, a good idea might be to have a joint school board meeting sometime. I think a lot could come out of that, because what I'm looking for is a better understanding of the educational programs of the Waldorf School and a better line of communications between both schools. I know in talking to Bill here, some of the things that have transpired in the past, I've heard from some of the board members down in Circle of Seasons, but I think it's time to put some things behind us, and I am willing to do my part working behind the scenes as a former educator and a grandfather who's had kids go through it to try to bring some of this to fruition. I'll be at several more board meetings because I know in the future here you're going to be discussing. And I know that Circle of Seasons has a lot of things they have to complete to get to you for assessment. We have done assessments on our children that have gone through the school. And is Leanne here tonight? No, she has them all. We have done our part. I know that there are some parents who are lackadaisical in doing the work they should do to get it in. But we try to change that. And if we work a little harder together, you're in charge. You're the main school. And Circle of Seasons has to do their part, and it's their responsibility to get the material to you. And I just want to see a little better communication, a little better, a more positive atmosphere, because what's going on there is very good. I can tell you that from personal experience. And the day that I spent in the foreign language department, I was absolutely astounded. In the Spanish, French, and German. I speak fluent German. And I walked into that classroom, and those kids in the German classroom, those students, could answer every question I asked them. And they had only been in that German class for 3 months. Now, I kept it simple. I didn't get into the details and some hard words for them, but they could. I walked into the French class. They were talking to the teacher in French. And it was the same with Spanish. So I don't want to belabor the point tonight. I just wanted to put this across that you're going to see more of me. I am going to work behind the scenes. I'm going to ask at some point in time to have a personal meeting with your superintendent, and I'm going to have a personal meeting with the principal down there because I want to see some things happen. And I think if we do it together in a positive way, we can make everything work. Thank you and God bless. I'm a little wobbly. I had dialysis today.
Anybody else tonight? Yes.
Most of you already
Oh,
know.
just
who
the
I
name
am.
and
Yeah, most of you already know who I am. I'm Crystal Bilby, here on behalf of Harvest Church. We're just here to offer our help in any way possible, from volunteering, help with money, senior class stuff, anything that the church can do to help out families, individual schools, or the school board. We're here to help. So,
thank you.
Stu Morphle, Lynn Township. I'm here to bring you greetings from the Ed Foundation Board tonight, and Dan McCauley at break. So, I'm just representing them and probably all safe. Although I see that Leanne's not here, so if there's some need for a fill on the foundation later, I can give it a shot.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right, thank you. Like I said, there'll be another opportunity at the end of the meeting if you'd like to address that or again. All right, so next item are the minutes, and we do have last month's minutes and this month's workshop minutes.
Approval of the minutes.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Comments, questions? Seeing none, all those in favor, aye. Opposed, no. Next item is recognition presentations. There is none tonight. Board report, president's report, I have nothing tonight, so I'll go it on to superintendent.
So I have a few things. Thank you to Dr. Greenwald and Dr. Van Norman for welcoming us and hosting us tonight, as they always have. But most importantly, thank you to our students, Kenny, Haley, Kelsey, Jacob, and Brianna, who you all met earlier tonight. And you got to see several of our labs: carpentry, emerging digital media and social communications, food service, protective services, and teacher education tonight. And so we always really like when we are able to come to LCTI. I mentioned earlier, for those of you who were at dinner, that they were able to host a dinner for us in the Kit Food restaurant this evening. This evening, our students are always very welcoming and able to showcase their talents. It's only a small picture of the number of labs that are here at LCTI and what our students are able to do. Lisa mentioned this, but certainly was going to mention it. We have almost 30% of our high school that is able to attend LCTI, and so that's a testament to Eileen and Matt and the counselors at the high school. And how they are able to describe the programs that are available here and the pathways that it provides for our students and the careers that it is able to open for students. And so we, even as early as this week, we'll get into this a little bit later, but had a speaker at the high school, and he had the opportunity to be in our LCTI homeroom earlier and was asking a number of our students about what labs they had, and he comes from another state, and so he certainly did not have a comprehensive CTE in the state community, so he was kind of blown away that they were able to, after 4 years, be able to have a NOCD and a certificate and be able to leave high school with a valuable career that they could have an entry-level job out of high school. And so he was very amazed talking to some of the students, everything from welding to dental hygiene program, and said, after 4 years, they give you a certificate, like something you would leave high school with or leave college with out of high school. And so it was just a different outlook that the kids were able to see what is available to them here that certainly might not be available to them in other places. The presentation that I mentioned, we did have our presentations at the middle school, high school from Kindness Matters 365, so Dita Bala and Jamie Malrides. We did post some pictures on Facebook that they did do an inspiring presentation that talked about leading with kindness and empathy. It's more important than ever to talk about kindness and understanding and connection. We had, in fact, one of the students that was here tonight was on a student panel, and so it certainly involves some student voices and how to treat one another, celebrating uniqueness in all of its form, as well as storytelling, student voices, and some real dialogue. He also had the opportunity with a number of middle school students and high school students to eat lunch with students and had some more, obviously, candid conversation, which was really nice and really good. As well, and had 3 presentations, 2 at the high school and 1 at the middle school. Also like to recognize our principals are all here tonight. So this is National Principal Month. And so just to recognize our principals for their leadership, dedication, tireless efforts for the positive and supportive school environments that they provide for both of our staff and students. And last but not least, I sent this out to the board, but for those of you who are not parents, and for the public, those of you who know, we have a lovely construction project that's going on right by the rec fields and has had a number of accidents, some of which have delayed our buses and had some pretty serious accidents. So we did send a notification out to our families, and until the conclusion of that project, we are going to route, if at all possible, our buses when they are loaded with students around that project, just out of an abundance of caution. I'm not necessarily worried about our drivers, but they could be an inadvertent bus when there's an accident occurring and be the other vehicle there. And so if at all possible, we're going to route our buses. It will take an extra few minutes. But we sent a message out to parents because it could delay them by up to 10 minutes coming to school or coming home from school. And so I guess it was last week sometime we sent a message out to our parents letting them know that if at all possible, when they were loaded, they were going to route around that transportation, that construction zone until it's completed. We couldn't get a straight answer when it was going to be completed. So I did go down and ask when it's going to be done. The answer I got was hopefully, October 20th when they lay asphalt, so hopefully it will come to conclusion sometime soon. October 20th is coming soon and I haven't seen it come to conclusion, so hopefully, it comes to conclusion soon. I don't have any other updates, but I'll take any questions if anyone has them.
Principals.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move into personnel action, and we do have an item there. Are we taking action on it?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I can certainly do that. There are a number of resignations, and we did get a question. This is just some cleanup of substitute teachers who either hadn't completed, let their clearances expire, or said that they did not want to substitute any longer. So there are a number of resignations that you will see there. That's a typical cleanup of substitutes that happens to but there are, I ask for your approval of both the resignations as well as the appointment of new employees and the other actions listed on your personnel agenda. If you have any questions, we will certainly take them.
Move to approve personnel.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Comments, questions? Seeing none, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, no? Motion carries. Thank you. We do not have any curriculum and building items tonight, so we're going to policy. First reading.
Thank you. We have four policies for first reading. We have 227 controlled substances, paraphernalia, 716 integrated pest management, 717 cellular telephones, and 718 service animals in schools. We vetted these 2 weeks ago. No further questions, comments. They'll be before you next month for second reading.
All right, thank you. And comments or questions on this one for tonight? All right, do you want to quick walk us through the second one, second reading?
Yeah. 709, building security, 709.1, video surveillance recording on Fisher Grounds property, 710, use of facilities by staff, 918, Title I parent and family engagement. I like the first reading, no additional comments or questions there before you tonight for action.
All right, thank you. We are taking action on that, so I'll entertain a motion second, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Cassiano. Comments or questions on these? Seeing none, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, no? All right. Policies approved. There are no policies to rescind tonight. Operations, there are no items before us, so we'll move into district finances. 6.01 is the miniature call.
Yes, this is new tonight. We had this during workshop last 2 weeks ago. It's for Weisenberg Elementary for March 6th. They'll have a mini golf in the building for all students to take part in, and it will cost $1,594, which will come out of the student activities fund.
All right, and we do need to take action on that tonight, so
Make a motion.
thank you, Ms. Russinger.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Lyons. Comments or questions on this one? Seeing none, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, no? All right. Contract approved. Okay, let's see. Can we take the next ones? I just want to make sure we have the topics there, but we did vet these, so I'll read them through, and if we take them in consent, I'll entertain a motion in a second. So 6.02 is a Rocket Yoga Assembly contract for the Northwestern Elementary School. And then we have 6.03, an agreement in lieu of FAPE for a student, and 6.04, another agreement in lieu of FAPE for a different student. And then 6.05 is the overnight band trip. And 6.6 are the reports.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Delaverne.
602 to 606.
Second.
601, I'm sorry.
602 to 606. Thank you, Ms. Sherlock. Any comments or questions on these? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, no? All right, thank you. Which takes us to 6.07, the bills.
The only thing I'd like to report is that this week we took possession of our 3 new buses for the school year. They were delivered on Monday, so that bill is in for approval.
They won't let me drive.
All right, well, we do need to accept the reports on it. Second, please.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Comments, questions on this? Seeing none, all those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no? All right, pay the bills, please. Moving along, other reports, first item, 7101, enrollment report.
We have the enrollment report in front of you. I'll certainly take any questions should you have them.
Seeing none. Next item is 7.02, foundation report.
We do have a report from Mrs. Stitzel. So Dr. Oracle, you're off the hook. The upcoming events from NWLEF, Tiger Takeover at Ridgeview Farm Winery on October 18th and Eight Oaks Distillery on November 6th. October 26th, there is an annual fundraising event at Lehigh Valley Sporting Enclaves. Registration is available through nwlef.org. And she tells me Dr. Werfel will be here. Any questions, we can certainly take them and I can get you answers if I don't have them from Mrs. Spitzel. So the 2 Tiger takeovers and a fundraising event at Lehigh Valley Sporting Enclaves.
Anything to add?
I would add that we just finished the fall review of the GROW grants, the teacher innovation grants. I believe the total award is going to be in the neighborhood of $54,000 in terms of programs for teacher innovation requesting. So that's very exciting. And we need shooters for the 26th, Dr. Sethnoven. He'll help you enroll.
Thank you for the reminder.
Thank you. Okay, which brings us to 7.03, the committee reports. First one is the intermeeting unit.
I have nothing in the meeting this upcoming Monday.
Okay, thank you. And next item is LCTI.
Yes, I do have notes, just a couple, and I think Dr. Greenwald covered some of these, but I wrote these down from our last board meeting. Just to call attention to, I believe it was 261 students are on the wait list to come here. So again, it just reiterates the popularity and the necessity of continuing to have this program here. And again, I wrote down some things, this was as of September 2nd, cosmetology, health and medical sciences, criminal justice, vet tech is growing, which is awesome. And I also wrote down, which I think is really fun to see this, is that 363 total students are enrolled in advanced manufacturing pathways, which again is trending with what we're seeing in the community and the business community. So that's it.
Thank you. Okay, next item is L-Tri-C, and we do have the president's desk report attached for you to read. And fourth item is rec commission, and we're winding down the fields. I mean, they're available for anybody to use, but a lot of the fall sports or summer sports have come to an end, and most of the fall sports now are either finished or high school in the playoffs. So a couple of repairs that we're looking at to take care of between now and the spring, but other than that, kind of quiet. So that's all for rec commission. Which brings us to old business. There's none listed, but is there any old business the board would like to bring forward? Seeing none. New business, we do have an item there. The board meeting calendar for 2026.
This is prepared, I believe, with the board meeting dates in the way in which you would like them. I do need your approval because this will then need to be advertised with the workshop meetings and board meeting dates. And just as a reminder, we do and have planned to advertise all meetings as action meetings, both workshops as well as board meetings, so that we can take action at either.
All right, and we did see this at our workshop meeting 2 weeks ago.
You do.
And we do need to take action on this item as well, so. Thank you, Ms. Delager.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Rice. Any comments or questions on these dates? Seeing none, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, no? Calendar set. All right, moving right along, communications. This is the second opportunity that we extend courtesy of the floor, so if there's any guests who would like to address the board, again, just state your name and concert for the record.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bill said I only had 5 minutes at a time, so I figured I'll take the second one.
Let's hear for you.
And I understand the policy. We should have had that years ago because I remember sitting on the stage in the gym when we considered canceling football or having to pay for football. And my God, I thought they were going to throw grapefruits at us. But anyway, one more thing on this thing with Circle of Seasons that I am working on behind the scenes. I would like to see if any of the board members have the time. I know you're not all retired. Maybe none of you are retired like I am. Huh?
I don't have time.
I still don't have time. Well, that's true. If you're retired, you have less time. But anyway, I'd like to see some board members and some administrators from both schools. I talked to them at Circle of Seasons, visit the school and visit some of the events. They have tremendous events that go on sometimes on a Saturday. And the graduation that I attended, the last graduation I attended for my middle granddaughter, was absolutely every bit as professional as what took place here at Northwestern. Very nicely done. And I spoke again to the principal about that. So if it's at all possible, this is one of the things I'm going to be working for, to get more interaction in the schools. Have them visit Northwestern as well. Maybe a half a day, maybe a whole day. I think it would behoove and it would be a learning experience on both sides to do that. And it gives a chance for you to get to know them as well as they get to know what's going on here. Thank you and God bless again.
Thank you.
And I'll trip over
Don't
this,
trip
but
over
I'm
that.
not going to take a
Don't-
chance.
okay.
Anyone else? That's all. All right, well, thank you. Okay, 10.02 is communications from the secretary.
No communications.
All right, thank you. And so we'll move into administrative and building sharing.
Well, my job is easy tonight, because we're all here, so I'm gonna start down at the end of the table with Ms. Keys.
Hi, everybody. We're off to a great start at Northwestern Elementary. We had our annual safety day last Friday. And I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our local community members and volunteers who came in and made it such a special day for our kids. It's such a wonderful time just to help them learn how to be safe and to see everybody come into the building. It's so nice. We're in the middle of our Boosterthon fundraiser with Pi to raise funds for student activities. We have blown our bowl out of the water already, which is awesome. Our fun run will take place this Friday at the rec field. The weather looks like it will be good, which will be great. It'll just be a little chilly, but it's a great day to celebrate raising all that money for our school. Our Fall Fun Festival will be held on October 31st. This day includes lots of educational and exciting activities for our students. We're going to have a robot assembly. We're going to have a petting zoo. We're going to have a reptile presentation and arts and crafts. So then finally, November 7th is our Veterans Day program that will take place in our gym at 9:45 in the morning. We look forward to welcoming in veterans and family members for that wonderful session.
So mine is pretty similar to what Krista said. So our safety day is this Friday coming up. Again, many community members will be coming in to teach our students about safety. We're looking forward to a wonderful event and welcoming our Weisenberg Fire Police, Lehigh Valley Hospital, our school district police officers will be in doing some activities with the students, so we're looking forward to a great day. Our fall festival will take place on Friday, October 24th. Our PTO is organizing the event, and we certainly wouldn't be able to do that without their support, so we're very thankful for that. Our Veterans Day Assembly will be held on Friday, November 7th. We'll start with a parade of heroes, and then everyone will be in the gym. We have a special guest this year, Mallory Brindley, who is a graduate of Northwestern. She will be back and be our special guest. I've already spoken to her. We're very excited to welcome her for that day. So, thank you.
Good evening. We're off to a great start also and very busy. Our 8th grade, we're actually visiting LCTI in early November, so it's always a great morning to come and visit the lab. It's always one of my favorites, and the kids seem to really enjoy it. They come back very excited about the labs and the things they saw here. They also have the opportunity to visit El Tri-C in the spring. So we started that a few years ago, and that's always fun to walk around campus. This last weekend, we had the Apple Fest, and Mrs. Peters always does a great job with that. And we had over 20 middle school and high school students volunteering and serving their community. We had Mrs. Vogel also helping out. I saw Mr. Coots, he's president of the Lions Club, so he was also there. And Dr. Werfel, you make a pretty mean sausage stew with fire, so.
Sold out by 1:30.
Always, so it's always a fun day to walk around, and it was great weather, so.
In 6th grade, will be kicking off their Tiger Trot, which is a community fundraiser for Low Hill Field Pantry. So over the next several weeks, they'll be collecting non-perishables for the food pantry. And then they cap it off with a Tiger Trot, which is a mile run or walk that's designed for the kids. Mr. Culp took a group of students to the Keystone STEM competition at the IU and placed 3rd. And what that is an entrepreneur/design competition. And the kids, the spirit behind it was that in kindergarten, one of the students actually had a traumatic situation where the teacher fainted, and the kids in kindergarten didn't know what to do. So they designed a panic button, if you will, so that in the elementary schools, if an emergency would happen in the classroom like that, they could press the button and it would alert the appropriate people, the nurse in the office and whatnot. So they took their place, and we're very proud of that. And currently, Student Council is running a Kiss the Pig fundraiser for pediatric cancer. And I don't know, unfortunately, 5 of our staff have graciously said that if they are the winning person in terms of fundraising, they will kiss a pig. So that's right. Miss Wall is also one of the people that, so she wins that one. And if they raise enough money, I am bleaching my hair and dyeing it gold. So.
Whoa.
No, now they want me to
How
dye
much
it.
money did they have?
You gonna donate some?
It sounds like it.
We all might.
That might be a team effort.
10 grand.
I might be able to help with that.
You
So,
said
but-
anything at the church.
We did say anything.
So off to a great start. Thank you, everybody.
So our officers, they helped out with Safety Day at the elementary school. They always kind of look forward to that. They enjoy that. Officer Dunstan was down there letting all the kiddos try on his tactical gear, and they really seem to enjoy that. We're looking forward to, Officer Coleman's looking forward to doing Weisenberg Safety Day is a nice little programs that he has set up for them. I'll give you an update on that next board meeting, but other than that, everything is doing well in the police department.
So as Ms. Steigerwalt said, we did receive 3 new buses this week. I am excited to see them on the road. There has been some advancement in technology with school buses lately. So I just want to see how that works out for our students. I think that these upgrades are allowing the buses to become a little more safely operated, where controls are a little bit closer and a little bit different. So I'm excited to see that happen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm just so proud of our Northwestern Lehigh High School LCTI students this evening. I did want to mention that the students that provided tours tonight 100% volunteered to do those tours, and were some of the first folks to reach out to me when we looked to request for volunteers. They're very excited at the opportunity to share all that they do here at LCTI. And with that, also thank you to LCTI for hosting tonight. The school building and labs are always impressive to see. I said that over the few meetings we'll have here in the next years, I'll get around to all of them, I'm sure. But I was taking a few more off my list tonight. I did want to offer congratulations as well to Mrs. Paste, who is our debate coach at the high school, but she also took a team of students to DeSales this past week to what's called the Ethics Bowl, where they debated the value of AI programming in educational institutions. So those students, a lot of very valuable experience in the 21st century environment, talking about AI and how that can play a role in educational organizations and institutions. So Congratulations to Mrs. Pace and to all of our student volunteers for tonight providing those tours. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to jump in and fill in for Jason tonight. He's currently at his third event of the evening, because as we are very fortunate to often report our fall sports teams are doing really well. So he started his evening at DeSales University. Our cross-country teams ran in the league championship there. I do not have results for that yet because it takes a little bit longer to come in, but we'll be sure to share them when we have them. He's currently at Caddy Stadium where our boys and girls soccer teams are playing in the Colonial League semifinals. I'm happy to report that the girls won versus Saucon Valley 8-1. So they will be advancing to the Colonial League Championship on Saturday at Catasauqua Stadium, and they will face Palisades for the championship on Saturday. And I keep refreshing, but the boys just started. I don't have a score yet, but they are currently playing Palisades. And if they win, are fortunate enough to win, they'll move on to the championship on Saturday as well. The league has been very kind to us, and we will both be playing at Catasauqua on Saturday if we both advance as well. Our golf team, Avery Chandler, was the District 11 2A girls golf bronze medalist. So, and Gracie Scheffler was the 5th place medalist. So that's very exciting. And Avery is going to be moving on to the state golf tournament next week. I think the 20th and 21st. Our field hockey team won the league semifinal game last night against Salisbury. We scored 3-2, and they will play in the league final versus Southern Lehigh at Liberty High School Stadium tomorrow night at 5. Very happy to report that our volleyball team won the league semifinal last night against Saucon Valley in 3 straight sets. So that was a quick one for us. We were very fortunate, and we are headed to the league final for the first time in team history. So that's super exciting for our volleyball kids. And they will play Southern Lehigh at Catasauqua High School tomorrow night at 6 o'clock as well. So we'll be splitting our games tomorrow. And then football is actually still in regular season. They play Tamaqua this week, but they have a big game coming up next week against Southern Lehigh, which we expect will be for the Colonial League Championship. So really exciting for Jason and his coaches and our student athletes who, as always, make us super proud. And many of those kids are involved in all of the things that you hear reported on as well. We do have students who go to LCTI who are in all of our all sports programs, as well as debate in all of our academic activities. So that is a report from the athletics and activity side. Thank you.
So thank you to LCTI for hosting us tonight.
I guess that brings it to me. Thank you, Dr. Greenwald, and thank you, Dr. Van Norman, for hosting us. Also wanted to give a shout out to Paul, Evelyn, and your food staff team. It was really well done. And then for our students, they always make us so proud.
All right, thank you very much. It's great to hear all those words. Which takes us to board member sharing, and I'll just open it up to any board member who would like to share something tonight. Just feel free to. Anybody?
I just want to say thank you for hosting us. I had a 9th grader start LCTI this year, and the fights to get up in the morning are no longer because he's excited to come. So it's just awesome that they can be involved at 9th grade already. So.
I just want to say it's nice to have a couple of old former, not old.
Thanks, Bill.
Good to see you guys.
We still take an interest.
I also would like to thank LCTI for hosting us and food services for a great meal tonight. Had to go for seconds, and we survived the meeting. So thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a very fantastic facility that you have here in Boca. So thank you again. Last chance, last call. Anybody? All righty. So next item are the meeting announcements. I'll read through this before we adjourn. So we had an exec session for personnel matters that was held in the boardroom September 17th. We had a workshop meeting in the boardroom October 1st. That was followed by an exec session for personnel matters on October 1st. We do have an exec meeting for personnel matters tonight after this meeting here. And we have a workshop meeting coming up November 5th, 7 p.m. in the boardroom. That will be followed by an exec session for personnel matters as well, November 5th. And then we have our regular scheduled board meeting, November 19th, 7 PM at the boardroom. Northwestern. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. White.
Second.
Oh.
Nobody wants to get out of here. The food was so good. And the cookies.